Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's theRealKaaayle here. I'm so excited, y'all, because I just got finished watching the Kombat Kast from MILEENA. So, shout out to everybody who tuned into the stream. We had a great time watching the Kombat Kast, like a nice little family together. Shout out to the new people who, follow the channel, subscribe. Thank you, guys. But I just want to talk about what we showed from MILEENA and all the other goodness that we got exposed to on the Kombat Kast. So, MILEENA, from what I'm seeing, definitely looks like the character that all the MILEENA fans that we were wanting. Very fast, nimble, and just seems like a very annoying and deceptive character. I think she is going to be the most accessible character out of all the three because it seems like she's pretty much just gonna have slight variations in her combos across all three variations. So they did what I really wanted them to do. Thank you, NRS. They made ball roll just a staple move. That's literally what I wanted overall. Made that a quick staple move, so she'll always be able to get a launcher off of her buttons, off of her best buttons. So, like kind of the gimmick in Mortal Kombat 11 is, you have your combo variation, you have your zoning variation, and then you have your weird gimmicky variation. And that's kind of how it is in MK. Like, MILEENA seems like she's gonna have pretty interesting stuff to do across all variations. A lot of the things that we speculated from in the trailer were correct. That crushing blow move that she did in the trailer after comboing Kitana with the ball roll, that's just like Scorpion's 2-1-2 crushing blow after a certain number of hits in a combo. The one where she's stabbing Devora on the ground, that's a command grab crushing blow, punishing a wake up roll. That's also her armor breaker, so it would trigger the same way. What else were we pretty right about? Oh yeah, the low side is pretty much a crushing blow on punishing a high projectile. So we were right about all that. Her forward throw works like Rambo, so after 10 seconds without jumping or getting hit, it would cause a crushing blow, and I think it's a launcher or it's just damage. I believe it's just damage because I remember just thinking about it right now. But yeah, we were right about a lot of things with as far as like how crushing blows or certain things end up being. So let's talk about the variations. So I actually don't know which one am I going to play. I'm more leaning towards the first one because the first one seems more like in speed with like piercing MILEENA, which is the MILEENA that I played with MK11. She has the low side, I'm pretty sure, the regular side, the air side, so it's like the zoning, counter zoning variation. The tele kick, when she amplifies it, she grabs the opponent, but she could select where she throws the opponent. So that's pretty good. And then she has like the ball roll on top of that. So that's pretty much like piercing, So I think that's the one I'll be using. I think it's very good to have a counter zoning S variation because you guys know I hate zoning. So like it seems like MILEENA is going to be a pretty good counter zoner with the tele kick. She's going to be pretty good at counter zoning with the low side, the air side as well, and she can low profile get in with the ball roll. So that's really good. The second variation, I think this is the one that I think most people were intrigued by because it's very rush down heavy, and they gave her a brand new move we haven't seen before. It's the Quantum Dash. So she pretty much has like a run ability, kind of like Terminator's Running Man stance, where she can get moves off of it, like how we saw that slide tackle move that she did in the trailer. That's off of that running stance maneuver that she does. And she can amplify it twice. Someone pointed that out to me. I didn't catch that in the trailer. Thank you for that person. But yeah, and she could cancel it too. So that's like a good way to get pressure, mix the opponent. She has throws at the end of her strings for mix-ups, and set the opponent up, keep the opponent close to her Oki. Seems to have very fast buttons, so that's going to be like her playstyle. The third variation, she has a different version of the ball roll, where she kind of is more like Sonic, knocking the opponent up in the air and going back on the ground and rolling up, amplifying them again. And then she has that tracking side maneuver where she can pretty much create setups. She can delay it, she can allow it to track the opponent, and when it comes down on the opponent while they're about to do a move, it'll crush and blow them, and she'll get a big damage combo off of it. She'll be able to keep it unbreakable by the looks of it. So that's pretty cool. That setup version of MILEENA, that's pretty much like theReal from MK11. So they have not exactly like the MK11 variations, but each of the three variations that they showed off for MILEENA are pretty much MKX variations in Spirit. The first one is more like piercing because it's based off her side attacks. The second one is more like ravenous because it's based off of throws and rush down gameplay. The third one is like ethereal because it focuses on, you know, teleport. Oh yeah, she has the invisibility in that variation as well, and the setup stuff that she could have done in MKX. So they pretty much kept her as close, like classic as possible. So I think she's going to be the most accessible one launch day. It doesn't look like her stuff is that hard to pull off either, so that's great. We need more characters like that because Aftermath characters weren't that accessible. So I like that they're doing this. Not saying that I want her to be easy and pick up the play. Obviously, I want her to be really freaking good. I think she's going to be really strong. But I think making a character like Mileena, who's so popular and just so well known, she shouldn't be this really technical, difficult character for you know, for people to play. I think she should be pretty easy to understand, but you know, difficult to master. So that being said, this combat cast was pretty interesting too because they dropped the Megaton on us because they officially announced that custom variations are coming to ranked and tournament modes. So you'll get to use them in tournament modes, you get to use them in ranked, you get to use them in combat league. This is huge for MK11. This is something a lot of players, even pro players, have been asking for MK11. And I'm very, very glad that they're doing this. And I know some people, even myself included, are still skeptical about this. They're still skeptical because there are some moves in this game that are absolutely broken, that are not in tournament variation. And there's some combinations of moves that will just literally take a character from being mid-tier to being top 5. Just for example, Noob Saibot is a perfect example of this. If he has the teleport amplify along with the sickle snag with like the slide tackle, he will be insane because the slide tackle keeps everything safe, but then he gets 40% for everything he does. That will be ridiculous. Like Sub-Zero's Ice Puddle is actually broken. But speaking of that, they have also announced that they've looked at some of the moves and they said, okay, there's nothing much that he can do about this in terms of balance, so we're just going to ban them. And the example they gave on the combat cast is Terminator's Terminate. You guys have, well, this move was mostly seen when Terminator first came out. I have not seen a Terminator using Terminate for a while. I hate people who use it because it's literally just a troll thing. I understand you want to have fun and troll with the game, but it's like anybody who uses Terminator was absolutely lame, and they knew what they were doing. They would teabag you after the match because the game is pretty much auto neutral. You can't hit them, you can't do anything. Even though with the armor breaks system in the game, it sucks. So they got rid of it. They're saying that's not allowed. That move is absolutely busted. So I'm wondering what other moves are like this. I'm speculating Spawn's Crushing Blow maneuver where he gets Crushing Blows off of, you know, once he just lands them. Dude would do like 80% damage combos off a hit. Like, it's fun, but you know, that's not fair. I'm hoping Sub-Zero's Ice Puddle because that move is ridiculous. And some other moves too that just might not be, I can't really think of them, but some other moves just might not. This is just too good. But this is gonna pretty much change the game for the better. It's gonna make the game a lot more fun and exciting because a lot of people just felt like some of the characters are stifled due to the variations that they set up for us. So now you have the choice of using a preset variation if you think that's what's best for the character, if that fits your playstyle, or using your own variation. So that's really good, and it's going to be really good for matchups. That's insane. I cannot wait. So pretty much up until MK, Ultimate comes out, you're going to be seeing me playing customs and playing around with custom variations for the characters that I play. I already have some ideas in my mind, and this is just really exciting. This is gonna make the characters that are coming even more exciting too. If you didn't feel like any of the variations were that great, this is just mind blowing. So yeah, we're really gonna have to see how this all plays out. But for the life of the game and for the fun factor of the game, right move. I really hope they look at all the moves very carefully and change some things before it drops, because there are gonna be some characters that everybody says is mid tier, everybody says is fair. You're gonna see them probably S tier now. And I think Noob Saibot, even like Cabal, even like Sub-Zero can be up there. Spawn, oh, he could probably definitely be up there. If they gave him, if you're allowed to use like that chain move where he slams the ground and with the health spawn, oh my god, he would be ridiculous. But anyways, so they also announced some other system changes. They're taking a look at the fatal blow. It's not 100% what I want, but they're taking a look at the pushback. Thank God. There's no reason for fatal blows to have that kind of pushback. They're taking a look at pokes, all pokes, so they were making them, depending on the character, they're making them more plus on hit, so it jails easier. They're making them, you know, more negative on whiff, more on block, you know, so that people aren't poke mashing all the time. Thank God. We know the throw nerf, 13% throws, what other stuff are they doing? Shoot, I kind of forgot. But look, they're doing some pretty cool stuff. Oh yeah, the short wake up delay, all that stuff. They're doing some pretty cool stuff with this game. The patch notes of this game are going to be like a phone book, y'all. I'm excited for you, MK11, MK11 Ultimate. 17 cannot come soon enough. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Post in the comment section what variation are you going to use for your main, what custom you're going to be experimenting with. So pretty much all next week, I think I'm just going to, you know, definitely bring y'all videos, me experimenting with the characters. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Salty Saturday tomorrow, MKX. I did say MKX, but you know what? We might switch to MK11 midway through. I still want to do MKX just so, you know, we can play with our custom variations. So let me know what you guys think about Mileena. Post in the comment section what custom variation you guys are going to go with for MK11. Thank you guys for watching. Stay real. Peace.